Hey everybody, Star here, and today I am playing on a little map I like to call 5Gorge, probably because the name of this map is 5Gorge, so that is why I call it that. Going to be playing as a scout. Obviously I'm a soldier right here in the beginning of this video. I left it in so I can keep the complete gameplay here, as well as to mention that I am getting gameplays of other classes, but I'm definitely not as good at them as I am with scout, so yeah, definitely expect those in the future. Soldier gameplays, I do have a couple of them saved up, but I'm kind of doing the order of the gameplays I have saved up haphazardly, and I wanted to do this one. It was a pretty fun game as a scout, and pretty messed up as a soldier. So yeah, just mentioning that. Other gameplay classes are coming, but definitely not as super good at them. Not bad, but not as good as my scoot. So, 5Gorge, my impressions of 5Gorge, I know it's not that new of a map, but I have not really had the chance to play it too much. Well, I've had the chance, I just never really did. This is my second time playing it. And I really like it. I think it's a good map for a scout, which is why I switched to it. Kinda just wanted to try that out. Boom, I blew myself up. Fuck you, scout. There are a lot of places to jump in here. It doesn't look like it because the hallways are all very narrow and immediately I would think, not very good for a scout, it's all indoors. But there's that whole second level which you can jump to from a lot of different rooms. There's that rafters in that one main middle room which work out really well for a scout. And if you run headfirst into people in one of the hallways, you can actually move to the other side of the base or installation, whatever you want to call this place, and get around them that way. So there are different paths that you can take. And like I said, only my second time, I did completely mess up that jump onto the rafters. I tried to play it off like, oh, this is cool, I didn't even want to be up there, I'm down here now, and I can't get onto that box. And yeah, so this is what I said, you can go into one of those rooms and jump all the way up onto those boxes too, which I use a lot of times during this gameplay to get up there and kill specifically snipers that tend to hang up there. It's not really even a good sniper spot, but I kept finding them up there. And getting into that hallway, there's a whole bunch of different paths that you can take here. You just have to be very, very careful when turning corners because you don't know if there's a pyro around it. So definitely take the long way around corners and be cautious. Listen for footsteps if you actually have speakers or headphones that are that good. And what I've basically been doing in this video, or going to be doing throughout this gameplay, is annoying the shit out of the enemy, killing them whenever I can, and always looking for an opening where I can get to their capture point. Because it really isn't helping the objective for me to stand around, running around, doing complete scout nonsense. Now I do want to get out there and capture the point, but we have other classes that I'm quite certain will be able to push out there and do it themselves. We do have a medic that's been charging up Uber, so in my mind it's just, I'm waiting for that Uber to go well, and then I'll get the chance to go to their control point, capture that, rush to the next one, and hopefully we can get a quick win out of that. So that's what I said. Pretty much running back and forth, looking for weak points in here, as well as I'm using Mad Milk this time, which I don't think I've used in any of my other videos. I always just kind of defaulted to use the Atomic Bonk Punch because I love it, but it's not good for all maps. There was no reason for me to like run behind them here. I didn't want to get into a backfield. This base with all the pathways, like I mentioned, kind of is its own backfield, and they were all kind of disorganized all over the place within here. So it worked out very well. Mad Milk, they were trying to push with Medic and Heavy, and just kind of slow that down because it is a very hard force to deal with without your own heavy medic or sniper or whatever. But throwing Milk on a Heavy Medi team, that is a cool word. Heavy Medic team really kind of negates them and makes it easier for more classes to deal with that. Specifically, like a soldier could shoot one rocket and gain half his health back, or about half in most situations. So that is definitely helpful. There were two gameplays. I did not include the second one because this one was already decently long. I did include highlights from the other gameplay, and by that time I was actually communicating with the team and letting them know when I'd thrown my milk so that they can say, oh cool, there's milk on them. I'm a little bit more confident to push forward. Little things like that to tell your team is always helpful if you are really looking for the win and want to put in that extra effort of opening your mouth. I know it can be difficult at times. Surprisingly, I know what I'm talking about. Well, I mean, I know that it is kind of... I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but I make commentaries. I obviously talk about Team Fortress a lot, and I still find myself not communicating enough in games. And sweet kill right here. Medic had an Uber and snuck up right behind him. You can always pat yourself on the back when you kill a medic who has an Uber. Very good job. Ooh. So yeah, that's another good example of finding ways behind people at all times. I thought that sniper was a spy because he backed up when he saw me, which is usually a spy reaction. Like, oh shit, I ran face first into another person. I kind of have to double take, but I guess he thought that I was a spy, and he took a step back to make sure that I wasn't. And there's the actual spy that I killed. I didn't even know that they had spies on their team. Always worry about them, have nightmares about them, and I missed every shot there. I felt bad about that. I didn't expect him to lock himself in the corner, all weirdly like that. I think, well, here's a good example. I throw the milk on them, I run away. There was really no one there to even hit them, but it usually does at least make the heavy second guess pushing forward, especially with Girardi. If you throw Girardi on someone, they usually hang back until the Girardi wears off, just because they're so worried about getting mini crit. Mad Milk has that effect, not as much as Girardi does, but it's still very useful for holding people back and making them, question whether or not they should attack full force. I believe in a moment here, I'm going to finally see the opportunity to run out and get the capture. We've been pushing them pretty hard. Definitely a big help that I'm killing people. I know not the most useful thing to be a scout on this map, but I am getting a good amount of kills, not dying, continuing to be annoying, not dying. Very, very good as an annoying scout because they're always there. They're always there and you always have to worry about them. Health, respawn. I think in the beginning, or the next video, I completely forgot that health was there, and I nagged a medic for an entire, minute to heal me, and he wouldn't turn around to heal me, and I finally gave up. Okay, here's what I was talking about. Run to the control point, capture, and I should have been jumped off now to go to the other one because they were capturing. You want to get to that, the last objective as soon as you can so they don't have time to set up defenses and, kind of butt rush them. It looked completely clear to me. There was nobody there. I didn't see anything. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I got pushed away by a sentry gun. Wanted to at least get that teleporter. I don't know why. They're not going to teleport anywhere. They're on the last point. I don't know why I focused on that as strongly as I did. But the round ends. Top score. Like this video if you enjoyed it. I'm going to be putting up more, so subscribe if you want to see more.
I feel kind of bad now. I just missed a headshot on a heavy who was shooting at me from That was nice. I held the sniper's attention and somebody snuck up behind him and iced his ass.